Oh my God, first cast, no way. First cast, come on, come on, come on, come on. Right, stay with it, stay with it, stay with it, stay with it, come on. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I really hope that was able to pick it up. What are the odds of that first cast after not being out for a month, I'd say, and I get a wake like that? That was pretty cool. Fall muskies, they just go crazy. Love it. Man, he was hot on that thing too. He was right there. The water's actually up quite a bit. Got one gate partially open. That's funny. Well, I know the hot bait for today. That's always a plus. I don't think he was too big. He's probably, I want to say 35 maybe. 30 to 35. I don't think moon's not till like 8:30 tonight, so I don't think I'm gonna get a chance to get on that. Dang it. So the only thing I don't like about fall time on the river, there's so much stuff that gets in your way if you want to use top water. But if it was easy, everybody'd be doing it, I guess. I guess. Trying to get over being sick. Being outside, getting around as much as I can. Part of me wants to use a bucktail. I wanted to start out with a number 8 bucktail or spinner or whatever, but I guess if I had a follow like that right off first cast, right off the bat, I didn't really sense of switching up lures, I guess. Could have been a northern too. Never know. I've had northern do some pretty strange things out here. There has been quite a few caught this year up here, but they've been, I don't think there's been many over 40, and usually I usually don't fish up there, up by the dam, but a lot of people do, and there's been quite a few fish pulled out this year, even with the high water, so. It's hard to, it's been really, it's the hardest year I've had fishing. Maybe that'll change tonight. I still haven't had my first fish yet. I've had one on boat side, right about there. His head hit the side of the boat, and it was almost, actually, he almost flopped in the boat, but he felt that the hook and spit it and rolled away, and that was that. It happened in about 2 seconds. That was the closest I've been to getting one in the boat this year. So one thing that's kind of tricky about fishing in a river like this next to a dam is there's so much, the water is moving so fast, and sometimes it's hard to tell if you got a wake behind your bait or not. But when you do have a wake, usually it's big enough you can tell once you get used to it, but sometimes they are kind of tricky to, a little tricky to tell. If you do enough fishing, you can get better at telling what's what, and well, even to this day I still have sometimes I have some seeing problems, whether or not it's a fish or just some waves coming in. I think it's time for a bait change. My new bait, got it from Mark Andre, I think his name is. Sorry if I butchered your last name or if it's even what it was, but Red October tube baits. Never used tube baits before. I've never really been a rubber, soft plastic rubber kind of guy, whatever, but I'm gonna throw her on and see what we can do. I got this one. It's got 2 hook points, oh man, I really like that. I got that one, Then I got a green one, but this one's actually set for shallower or deeper water, which it's on this river it's kind of hard to get deep water with not a lot of current. But I really like that blade on there. I might try and mess with the white one, try and get it to be able to have a nice blade on there, but we'll see how she does. I really like that it doesn't sink so fast. It is a heavy bait, but it doesn't sink too fast. I like that. Like bulldogs and medusas and all that. I've never had any luck on them, so I've never wanted to really use them, I guess. And I'm not 100% sure, but I don't believe anybody has really used tube baits on the Black River. Or I'll have to edit that, I guess. I don't believe anybody has used tube baits on this specific river that I'm aware of. I haven't seen any pictures of fish with tube baits. I haven't heard any stories of anybody using tube baits. So it's kind of nice to use a bait that I'd like to believe that these fish haven't really seen too much around the river. But we'll see. I guess it's just this spot. I think one other spot I might try it, but it's the only disadvantage, rewarding disadvantage, I guess, if you're willing to take the chance on using something that's not a top water on this river. There's a lot of baits that are really, really good, like bucktails and spinners, whatever, crankbaits, glide baits, all that stuff would be awesome on this river, but it's hard to throw them $30, $40, $50, $60 lures when there's a really high chance that you'll snag something, not get it back, or I just really don't have the setup to get into fast moving water and use baits that aren't top water or what have you. I really like how this one works its way through the water. It glides really nice. The bulldogs that I use, I kind of got a feel for how they're supposed to be worked through the water, but they just sink so much faster, and it's almost impossible to use them on this river. I thought I saw something, but not 100% sure. Kind of cock-blocked the guy behind me from seeing what I'm using. You guys standing over on shore. I think I'm gonna have to call it quits here and scoot down just a little bit. I think I'm gonna throw that top water again until I find some decent water. Some calm stuff, I guess. Andre, I believe the guy's name Mark Andre. So thanks for those baits. I have no doubt that they'll hammer fish like down where I like to go. I want to go down to Madison yet, get up north to Boulder Junction, a couple lakes up there. I've always seen fish, but just I've only ever caught one up north, Boulder Junction area, Vilas County. But I would say overall the musky fishing areas that I've been to in my life, I'd say Boulder Junction is one of the best. And that, I mean, it's just shy of 200 lakes within 9 miles of town, which helps tremendously. That's a lot of body of water to fish for muskies, and I would like to say 95% of them lakes are big musky lakes. Chance of getting big fish on almost all of them. I know there's a few of them that don't have muskies that were stocked just like panfish, smallmouth bass, stuff like that. But you never know. It's whatever.